According to a report by Punch, Special Advisor to the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, on political matters, Baba Femi Ojodu has vowed to return to farm than support Bola Tinubu's presidential ambition. Ojodu said this in an interview with a media entrepreneur, Chude Gideon, on Saturday. He insisted that Vice President Yemi Osinbajo remains his preferred candidate. Ojodu calls it principle, but it is sensationalism. He won't support Jagaban if Buhari endorses him. That is something he said. Nigerians had thought Ojodu just preferred Osinbajo to Jagaban and not that he was politically allergic to Jagaban. So Buhari will endorse Jagaban and Ojodu will campaign for Atiku. What principle is that? Well, Ojodu has made his mind known, but he must realize that while serving as Osinbajo's political advisor, certain political utterances would be deemed rascally. Because Tinubu is Osinbajo's political benefactor and Ojodu shouldn't even leave the impression that the great men are at war. Nobody cares if Ojodu chooses to become another body judge who can't even see his kingsmen develop a feather he envies. But he should consider the effect of the utterances on principle. These utterances might destroy even the possibilities of Tinubu conceding to Osinbajo in the case of political maneuvering because of their utterances. All of them know Osinbajo can't even run without the political structure of a Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Although Ojodu may actually and typically reflect who VP is with his utterances, who know. Can VP claim ignorance of his conduct and style? Let him not come out to say Ojodu is an adult and is entitled to his rights and privileges. The world can see through his point that his bitterness is in their camp if indeed he sent him or he acted for him. And finally, his frustration is anchored on the fact that his principal won't run. The VP media aide oftentimes has come out with various messages to debunk some activities credited to Yemi Osinbajo and 2023 presidential election. The question is, where did this man get the guts to be running around for and on a behalf of vice president? Did he have a nod from the vice president? Is vice president that timid to hide behind the scene for such a position? Could Ojodu's frustration be because the vice president refused to follow him on his self-seeking exercise for sustainability in Aso Rock? Is Ojodu not eminently qualified to run for the same office? Is neck deep in the campaign for Yemi Osinbajo? Whether they are quarreling, whether they want to injure themselves, so that is their own cup of tea. But it's just that we have already made gullible people who are irrespective of anything. They've already taken positions. They've taken positions, but at the end of the day, the positions they've taken is not going to favor them. The same position their forefathers took, their grandfathers took, their fathers took. They are taking it and they are transferring to their children. They will continue to, let's be hoping. They will tell you, oh, there's always time for suffering. There's always time for enjoyment. Then you begin to ask yourself, when last did Nigeria enjoy? Because they will tell you, paint that narrative that it is a normal thing, it is a natural thing for you to suffer. So those people are already behind those politicians year in, year out, election cycle, here and there. They will continue to tell you that everything is fine. They will continue to submit to these people who do not have their interests at heart. And that's why you see them, they misbehave, they get away with all these things because they know that some people, even those who are not even interested in them, by the time they give them little peanuts to buy their conscience, they will begin to dance to their tune. And this buying of peanuts is not even peculiar with the very, very low people at the lower cadre. Even to those who you think that they ought to know better, once they give them some millions of cash, that is it. They begin to sing your praises, or they think that they have opportunity of getting one contract or the other. They switch, begin to sing your song. But at the end of the day, what will it benefit the masses? What will it profit masses to be following politicians, to be supporting politicians. At the end of the day, you gain nothing. Even if you think you gain nothing, is that how it ought to be? That selected few are the ones enjoying, and whether they're even enjoying in the recent. But let us even put it that way. What does it take? What does it profit you because you feel that you are gaining from politicians? Then every other person should bow at your feet. It doesn't work that way. So whether they are quarreling or they are not quarreling, it makes no difference. None of them, from what we have seen, can really move this country forward. The same way, maybe you get what they put for mouth because they know they shame. You have made promises that XYZ is going to happen when you are coming with this your mantra of change, but nothing has changed from what it used to be. Then some people will now begin to tell you what is not, that yes, this and that they have tried. It is you who is not even ready to see from their own perspective that they have tried. At the end of the day, they want to rub it on others. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. So all of them, Ojodu, Osinbajo, or Tinubu, they are best of the same feather. When they were rolling together, you were not there. So when it is time for them not to rule again, then people begin to be sentimental about it. Senator Jodu should take lesson from disgraceful performance of the Interior Minister in the recent Osun State APC primary election, which no one can tell if that was not a red card outing the minister to political retirement. The political advisor may be digging his own political grave as well. After all, farming is a booming hobby. But before then, it should be remembered that Asiwaju as the president can define his farming prospects. Emma Tonranyi, continue deceiving yourself. You can imagine. So you think that nobody can challenge Tinubu because Tinubu has not done damage to a lot of people or to the country itself. So anybody who challenges him now, you think that the person is going to regret his life. Continue deceiving yourself. You are referring to Aregbesola while you are not sure of what tomorrow may be for your own godfather that is aspiring to or aspiring for higher office of the land, Abi. Well, if people should continue. Well, a foolish man ranting, messing up age. If Tinubu didn't present Osinbajo to take his place as vice president, would you be in Aso Rock? Then why didn't Tinubu himself? He should have, if really he had what it takes, because he would have because he couldn't fit in. That was why he didn't fit in. If he could not fit in, then why do you think that it's going to going to fit in this time around? You missed it. Tinubu never nominated Osinbajo to be vice president. Don't misinterpret or represent history. Osinbajo was as good as forced on him as vice president. Don't give Tinubu the credit that doesn't belong to him, because he couldn't fit it. If he, irrespective of what, maybe either Muslim, if because of what Saraki said that because of he's a Muslim, Tinubu, Buhari is a Muslim, that means he was not fit. He was not fit. He was not fit as at that time. He was not fit. So something that will make him not to be fit again this time around, they are all there. All the indices are there. So what are we talking about? So this try to ascribe power to just individuals is what is bringing this country down. And people are not realizing it. Unfortunately, you can't help people. That is what they believe, and we have them in their millions. They don't think. They don't think any little thing like this. They fall for it. So guys, I'll leave your comment down there below and let's have your take.